A little girl pushes her stepmother. The woman falls down. Her husband runs towards her and says, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" The woman cries and says, "My love, she pushed me." The father gets angry and says to his daughter, "What did you do to your mom?" The little girl replies, "Dad, this woman is a liar and very clever." The woman says, "Take me to the hospital." The baby. So the man rushes to take his wife to the hospital. The little girl, angry, says, "Now I need a new plan." At the hospital, the doctor checks the woman. When the doctor lifts her clothes, a balloon comes out. The little girl is recording all this on her phone. The doctor says, "What is this?" The woman says, "Doctor, please help me. My husband must not find out." She gives the doctor a lot of money. The little girl runs to her father and says, "Dad, I need to tell you something." She is about to show the video when the doctor walks in. The man asks, "Doctor, how are my wife and baby?" The doctor says sadly, "I'm sorry, your wife lost the baby. We tried our best, but it was too late." The man starts crying. "No, my baby, my son." The little girl says, "Dad, you have to believe me. Look at this." But the father gets angry and walks away. She says, "But it's the truth, Dad." Later, the man goes to buy some medicine. The little girl tells the stepmother, "You're a liar. You were never pregnant." Then she pushes the stepmother from her wheelchair. The stepmother, angry, says, "Yes, it's true. But if you want your dad to stay safe, then keep your mouth shut." She lies on the ground and starts crying. When the husband comes, she says, "Your daughter pushed me again." The man puts her back in the wheelchair and angrily says to his daughter, "Why are you doing this?" The girl tries to speak, but the stepmother starts screaming loudly. Later, the stepmother mixes sleeping pills and some ice cream. She says, "Now all my plans will work." She calls the girl and says, "Look, I made something sweet for you. Please take it as a gift." The girl says, "I don't want anything from you." The stepmother replies, "If you don't eat this, something will happen to your dad." The girl takes the ice cream and eats it. Soon she faints and falls. Then the woman's boyfriend comes. They start hugging and laughing. The boyfriend says, "Now I have the box. We'll do what we planned." They laugh and stand on a bridge with the box. The little girl is inside, calling for help. A woman sees everything. The man and woman throw the box into the river and laugh. The woman who saw it walks to the box, but the box is empty. Suddenly, the little girl runs to her and says, "Tell me now. Where is she? Tell me the truth." The woman says, "Who are you talking about?" The girl says, "That woman will pay for what she did, and you will help me." Meanwhile, the stepmother is crying in front of her husband. "We searched the whole house. She's gone." Just then, the girl walks in and says, "That's a lie, Dad." The stepmother cries and says, "You're back. Thank God you came." The girl says, "I have proof that your wife was never pregnant." She shows the video to her father. The man watches it and says to his wife, "How could you do this to me?" The woman says, "No, my love. She made this all up. It's her plan." Then the woman who saw the box says, "Sorry, sir, but this woman put the girl in a box and threw her in the river." The girl says, "Yes, Dad, she did it." Suddenly, the woman's boyfriend enters and says, "My love, now we're free." The husband says, "And who is this clown?" The girl says, "He's your wife's boyfriend." The man says, "I want you both to get out of my house right now." He kicks them out. The girl tells her dad, "I tried to tell you, but you didn't believe me." The father says, "I'm so sorry I doubted you. I promise I'll be a better dad from now on." If you like this video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.